It's so
You
awesome.
know, you don't get this type of energy anywhere else, so it's the best
Yeah,
place
for
to be.
real.
Man.
You really
Whoa,
don't.
he's coming out swinging.
Ooh, dang. I mean, yeah, talking about energy, Tesco. We got a lot of energy here in this late match. We got the Lakers colors, purple versus blue, baby. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Shout out to Kobe.
Alright, peach for Kobe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love watching Jayman fight. Seen him fight a few times. Very entertaining fight.
Jayman's in the red
sorry, not
shorts?
fight.
J-Man's in the yellow. I think Lightheads is in the purple shorts.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, some solid body shots coming in there.
Solid body shots. My favorite thing about body shots in this game when they're done well, I mean, you really feel like just how the characters look and they really just dig into the body, you know? It just it looks really cool.
You really get that sense of like, oh, I just shit myself.
I'm saying.
For real.
I'm saying, and both of these fighters right now, especially, you know, Jayman out here throwing out that long guard is really smart of Lightheads to really see that opening to the body. It's really hard to bring that hand back in, especially if you're good at jousting in and out. But, you know, Lightheads has been paying for it as he tries to make his way. Ooh, good cross coming in by Jayman.
Yeah, the long guard is something I'm trying. I think I might work on next. To be honest, I mean, I've been seeing some videos about Mayweather's, about his guard, you know, with his long guard and that jab. Doesn't do much damage, but you know, it's there.
Mm-hmm.
So having a long guard with a good jab mixed in it can really make for some really good setting your shots up. So.
Oh, absolutely. Especially if you can get some really good stiff jabs in. And one of the ways that I've seen like Valentin do it is like if he has the guard out, he actually starts his jab fully extended, and it's about the pull back and shooting it back out to reset. It's like the opposite of what you think, where you start it close to your face, you put it out and snap it back. And when he can do that on the back foot, he's able to pump that out while moving backwards, and it makes you respect the jab because then the damage starts adding up. Especially when you can fire out 2 or 3 of them constantly. You just got to keep pumping it out there, and then they start respecting it. And once they start respecting it, so then it's a wrap. Then you're starting to set up a whole bunch of stuff.
I agree. Yeah, just like the Matrix stuff I was talking about earlier.
Get them locked in, man. You know what I'm saying? Red pill, blue pill, baby. Which one you about to take?
Yeah.
Both of them are the wrong pill. That's the game.
For real.
Ooh, speaking of Matrixy stuff, Lightheads with some kung fu action there.
Yeah. I was watching Lightheads. Lightheads is doing some actually really crisp fundamental boxing work. What he's doing, he's coming in with a combination and he's angling out. So he's dipping his head and he's rolling out to the right. He's rolling out to the left after his combinations. It's so interesting to watch. You don't see a lot of fighters with these kind of fundamental, just like right there. Like he's dipping right under his armpits. This guy definitely has some proper boxing fundamentals.
100%.
Yeah, slipping is very fun to do. Like it's such a fundamental thing. Really, if you can slip a shot, you're always setting yourself up for either a roll around with a hook, or you know you can really set that straight shot. You know, a straight jab, even if you're just flicking a jab out to get out, or you're just like rolling for a hook. I mean, slipping shots. It's you know
so
when you get that feeling when your arm's out and the dude's head's next to you, like well, I'm going to sleep.
It's a really tough skill to to cultivate as well, because a lot of people I think move too much when they're trying to slip. Right, it's about making the opponent narrowly miss and putting yourself in a position to counter hit, from what I understand, right? And it's hard to do in real life, even harder in VR, especially with the lag and, you know, the VR eyes is a real thing, right? So to see somebody do it in execution so many times is very well. And no, let's not forget Jayman. Jayman has caught Lightheads a couple of times in that round. As you see right there, Lightheads looking hurt. He's got some fast hands. So even though Lightheads is moving, both hands are low when he does move. And Lightheads has been paying the price because Jayman is staying patient. He's not really getting too antsy. He's not getting really too debilitated by the movement, and he's just looking to place his shot, and that's going to be very
100%.
dangerous for Lightheads.
Yeah.
McChicken, when you join the Discord, just say what's up in general. Do the intros. Somebody from the ref team is definitely going to be attending to you, or just, you know, talk with the homies. DM me Supa M, SUPAHEM. I'll also be there to help you out. But if you just jump into the introductions section, and drop a little brief chat about yourself, we'll definitely be able to help you out, bro.
Beautiful footwork by Lightheads.
Yeah, he is fast. Is this room skill or?
Let me double check for you guys.
Because if it is, this man must have some big airspace. Because fuck, he is moving fast
Lightheads,
across that room.
Lightheads definitely room scale. Jayman is stationary.
Oh, so there we go. Another case of lane. One person's
Beautiful
working
counters.
overtime.
Yeah. And you can see it in their styles. Jayman is very centered, very grounded. Lighthead's moving around, taking. Now there are advantages to both, right? And I think at one point in time, we will all kind of get used to it to really make like a unified kind of situation or open weight belt. But right now, I think Lightheads is playing to his advantages, trying to stay in and out of that range. You got to imagine like a 2-meter circle around your opponent just to stay out of that, and you're effectively out of their range, because even though Jayman is not using as much energy, he cannot move as fast, right? He does not have the brevity to move around, right? So Lightheads can really especially if his room scale is big, he can definitely capitalize on that. We've seen that happen earlier tonight.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you got room scale stationary, you can really take advantage of how slow the joystick is. Because room scale, they're not limited to how fast they can move. They can move slow or they can move really fast. But, joystick, they can only move at one pace. So, yeah, I mean, Lighthead is proving it right now. He's moving fast, not letting Jayman be able to land the shot.
And subsequently, Jayman is doing what he needs to do. Stays grounded, holding his ground, looking for the counter shot, keeping that defense up pretty well. And even though Lightheads is moving, he can be confident that Lightheads is burning a lot of calories, a lot of cardio trying to stay in. And he's caught, just like he's caught Lightheads a couple of times once he gets into range. So it's really a battle of wits here.
Yeah. This is like George Foreman versus Muhammad Ali. Like George Foreman, like the 40-year-old one.
Right. Yeah. No. Good old George, man. Like, look, but it really is like that, because
yeah.
One thing about Ali, man, and especially like this is just my commentary on it. One thing that made him a really dominant force is that a lot of people like to talk about how well he moved and his combinations, moving off the jab, big L step. He was also a lot of the times the bigger fighter. He was a big man, like he was a tall, big dude, and moving around like that in a division that was not filled with people who moved a lot. It was always someone who could move with him that took him down. Look at every one of his losses, bro. Look at every one of his losses. So, it's one of those things you gotta. Ooh, Sloppy Apple 69. How do I get into a fight? Look, the names they just keep coming out of here.
Names
We need the name tier list. Sloppy Apple 69.
Oh my.
You're serving up all the best pie. That's basically what that username is.
And some sloppy apple pie.
Some sloppy apple pie. Good old American pie, if you catch the drift. Sloppy apple, no. I love the name too. And just for that, how do you get in to queue a fight? First of all, you got to join the Discord. Second of all, every Sunday in the Discord, we have signups at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be among the first 30 boxers to sign up in the thread, and you'll get in. It's as easy as that. And we also have fight nights on Thursdays. There are no signups for that. Just show up and show out. And you get plenty of other fights during the week. We've got like 2,700 boxers in the Discord right now, which is absolutely insane, especially because I'm not the developer. So probably the most stacked VR boxing Discord out here. No cap, and doing a lot of work. So jump in. Yes, you only technically missed it for tonight, like jump in now, and when you think about it, you're early for next week. Just think about it.
1 week early.
You're a week early, bro. You know what I'm saying? Back to this action though. Round 3, Lightheads versus Jayman. I'm gonna ask a dangerous question. Who do you guys favor in this match? Oh, that was a great hook from Lightheads. Who do you guys favor in so far?
Man, I got Lightheads. This dude's movement is crazy. His head movement's off the charts, but he's just not finding the shots. Whereas Jayman is, I've seen Lighthead a bit lightheaded a few times. So
chat's coming in.
I agree with you.
So everybody's team Lighthead right now. Everybody, even Connor.
Oh,
He's
he went
lightheaded
right
again.
into that. Yeah. So like so far, I think Jay might come up. I think this might be a closer fight than we think, because Jay has been, despite all the movement that's been going on, Jay has been catching him as he was coming in, standing his ground.
It's a very good
Yeah, I
point.
haven't seen Jay rocked as much as I have lightheaded.
Yeah.
But lightheads is a landing more. He's not more volume, but Jayman damaging more. So it's gonna be close.
It's a very good observation on both, and I think very good points on both sides too. I think anybody could really take it. Both fighters have been playing to the best of their control styles, trying to make use of all the advantage. You know, Connor Margaret saying he thinks Lightheads is going to win too. So right now, if we're looking at chat is on Lighthead's side. Commentary seems to be split, favors slightly in Lightheads as far as the crowd and opinion. If we had bets, we'd see how much the bets would come in. But for right now, we're going to see what these paid off Bitcoin judges are going to say. And you hate to leave it to the judges because they're always going to give you something you don't like.
Yeah. Judges, no,
Oh
I don't
my
like judges.
God.
Get rid of judges. Let the fans decide.
Hey, yo, I got a question for you guys after this. Oh, let's see what the judges say. Because I was thinking of Sloppy Apple says, would you ever consider making a league? You know,
Lighthead's taking it.
Connor, is it
Wow.
Margaret?
Nice.
Is it Connor Margaret? Margaret, like Margaret?
Margaret Pizza.
Am I saying that right now? I'm a big person on pronunciation, so I'm taking up the challenge. Your winner out the blue corner. I mean, yes, blue corner. Lightheads. Everybody was like Team Lightheads. 10 to 27. Dominating every round, coming out on top. I mean, it was just pure skill and showmanship. No need for a knockdown. No need for terrible damage deficits. It was just pure movement. And so we've said this a lot of times that, you know, stationary does have an advantage in a lot of senses over room scale just because of the energy exertion. But right now, Lightheads, like I said, was playing to the best of his ability for his control, using his speed to come out on top. And the damage shows 316 to 226, 374 to 363, 509 to 493 for your winner. Lightheads, 1199 to 1082. So let's lock in with the homies real quick. While I get where y'all at?
Yeah, what's up? I'm fucking tired. Holy fuck.
I bet you was moving the whole damn match. I bet you're tired. Okay, so Lightheads coming out with the W. The chat favored you. Tesco definitely saw it from a mile away. We were still kind of debating on whether or not the damage was going to pull through for Jayman, but we were saying earlier, and I want to know if you agree, that when it comes to stationary versus room scale, a lot of people feel like stationary has the advantage, mostly because they get to conserve so much energy and you have to move around so much. The one advantage that room scale does have is that you have control over the tempo of the match, because you can, if you can move, right, which you've shown that you can outmaneuver and really dictate the pace. So what is your take on that, and how do you feel about this match? You know, I know you're tired, so it's, I gotta kind of have kind of an idea of what you're gonna say, but what do you think about that kind of matchup?
I feel like room scale, you can do more damage because like you're moving with your whole body, you know. And in stationary, you're just freaking standing there and stuff. So
yeah.
But in room scale, you get a lot more tired, but also you get a lot more damage done. So it's like
advantages.
That's the way I see it, though.
Disadvantages, the min-maxing of it all. So how do you feel about your performance today? Was there anything that the Jayman was doing that was giving you any trouble, or was it just smooth sailing?
I think it was smooth sailing. I think I was doing really good.
I think you did really good too. The style was great. I love the action you were putting in. You was moving, bro. I mean, the head movement was on point. The ring generalship, I would say, was on point. Again, you really were able to dictate the pace of your opponent, where usually I see a lot of room scale people fail. The tank runs out and then they're food. So big congratulations to you, man. I love the fight. I'd love to see you back here again. Yeah. Let me talk to Jayman.
I'm actually like a freaking amateur boxer. I've been doing it for 3 years now. Yeah. So.
Contour was right. Contour was right. Contour was like, yo, this guy's got to have some kind of IRL boxing skills, bro, because it just looks so clean. It just looks so clean, dog. So again, I would love to see you come back here, man. Lightheads, I would love to see you fight again, man. I want to see more of this style of yours. And yeah, that's all I got to say, bro. Big grats on the dub.
Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Yo.
All right, Jayman. All right, you came up a little short today, but like we said, it's just a game. Ain't no thing. You had a great fight. I'm gonna send the same question back to you. The room scale versus stationary. Do you feel like room scale or stationary has an advantage over each other? And how do you think that played out in your match?
Room scale most def got an advantage. You know, he can move around much more. And, you know, because I tried turning around the same exact speed he was, I smacked the crap out of my wall.
Oh,
my hand hurt right now.
Dude, I hope it's okay. I hope it's okay. It's not too badly injured, is it?
Nah, it's cool. It's just aching.
Okay. Well, look,
put
some ice on that thing. You know what I'm saying? So I asked this question because, like I said, I've been deliberating on separating ranked for money play and having everyone have their own divisions. You know, room scale versus room scale, stationary versus stationary. Keep it as fair and as honest when it comes to money. And somebody asked earlier, you know, why don't you start a league? Starting a league is very difficult. It's very difficult. It's not as easy as you think. A lot of people have a lot of different schedules. And you know what I'm saying? It's tough. It's tough to get it all involved. I got to get sponsors and everything, but I am working towards it. Just got to figure out what kind of style I want to do it in. But Jayman, I appreciate you coming through today, bro. Great matches. Love to see the action. And if you got anything else to say before we bounce out, bro, the floor is yours.